Welcome back, gents, to the Celerity eSports. This is the 6th round on Bahrain International Circuit again, like yesterday. I'm not alone today. I'm so happy that I can do the commentary again with Brad. Hello, Brad. How are you doing?
Evening, Dylan. I'm great, thank you. Thanks for having me. Really good to be back.
Yeah, I'm happy I don't do the solo commentary again, because I always like it to do it together. I think we are missing one driver. We had 20 drivers out there, but I'm seeing 19 on track. Who's missing? Let me see. What car is missing? Is it the Mercedes? I think Kyle is out.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. One short, and Kyle is not here.
I will try to invite him if he's not joined the session yet. He was in, because we had 20 there. So I will try to invite him. Yeah, I can invite him again. So let's see if he joins us. We had a full grid tonight, and I'm very looking forward to tonight's race. Yesterday there were only 14 drivers starting, and also Arrow occupied our race a little bit. So there was a little bit poor from EA and Codemasters again. I hope it won't be the case today, and let's have a blissful race.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you know what, the game's been released July, August, September, October. It'll be 4 months, I think, this month. It's a bit of a shame we still see errors like that, but you know, we still get it resolved quickly. It's a shame that you still see that kind of thing from EA and Codemasters, but hopefully we've got a good race tonight, and let's cross our fingers for no errors.
Exactly. Yeah, for my opinion, it feels like they only lifted this game in a new jacket and changed some things. The classics are missing. Still, the old bugs are still in it with a couple extra now. So, but in the end, we still can complete our races. That's the most important thing. So yeah, let's see if we can make it again today with not much errors.
Just taking a look at now, Martin was the first driver out on track now in the Williams there. He's just coming around the middle of the track down into P10, so I think he's going to be our first driver there to try and set a hot lap. Got a comment on the Twitch stream there from Jamie. He says, "Come on, McLaren." Nice to have some support there, Jamie. Thank you. We've got, of course, a couple of substitutes tonight. I think you ran through. I think there are 4 substitutes in tonight. I think, Dylan. One of them being Brother Adam, who's in the McLaren actually.
Yeah, indeed. Let me see. It's Racer 24 Hours. See you later. Both Ferrari drivers in CL2. Now they will represent CL-1 in Ferrari as well. Brother Adam, who already is used to the Mercedes engine, but he will do it in orange colors today. And then we have, let me see.
Dirk.
And Mike. Yes, Dirk in Red Bull. And Mike, normally McLaren, will drive an Alpha Tauri today. So a few substitutions from CL2 today to fill our grid. But they are good drivers, and already a few of them tried a few times in this division with success. So it will be a good race, I guess. Then we have Nabel. He's a reserve driver for Mercedes, CL-1 driver. Also finished second last season, so that's a very strong driver. Yeah, he had some troubles with his connection. He showed us his result. So that's one thing we have to look out for if he will jump around on track. I told him to send him a message that he will need to retire in the pit. So that's something we have to look out for, because he doesn't got the strongest internet and he's coming from Africa. So let's see if I hope it will be alright, this race.
Which driver was that, Dylan? Sorry, did you say
Nabel
was that?
In the Alpine today. Normally Mercedes third driver there, but I hope he doesn't jump around too much.
I didn't realise Mabel's from Africa. That's really great to hear, actually. It's so good to have a racer on nearly every continent in CL1. That's really great. But yeah, let's hope he keeps a stable connection. I think we have enough issues with Codemasters and EA, so hopefully the drivers can all stay in the session tonight. No glitches. As we see Martin coming around the final corner right now in the Williams. Looks like he's going to be our first driver tonight to set a hot lap here on the soft tyres. He comes across the line and it's a 1:27.0.
Just fun. Second driver with a 1:26.8, improving 1.5 tenths, almost 2 tenths. So he's already below 1:27. That's a good banker lap from him.
Yeah, some good banker laps. We seem to be getting a little bit, yeah, that's a decent banker lap, but I think these guys are just doing, I think, a sighting lap, a practice lap. 26 dead from Rage Bolly there. That's a really nice time. We're getting closer to where I'd expect these guys. Just to point out, our pole record here is from Kyle, the racer that's absent from us tonight, and that's a 1:24.796. Unbelievable time.
Yeah, we know he's very, very fast, and maybe the fastest around here, but he's not on top of the ranking board because when he had pole position twice, he didn't finish his race. So consistency is the most important thing if you want to score points, of course, and pole position doesn't deliver points. But we know he's probably the fastest driver out here. But let's see if he can turn it in a win again.
Absolutely, though. Like we always say, the famous saying, you don't score points on a Saturday. You don't score points for qualifying. And like you say, Kyle is a great driver to watch. Really good pace. But at the moment, he sits down in 17th position in the standings in P7. So let's hope he can turn it into some points.
See you later was coming, but invalid. So he needs to probably grab a new set of tires and try again. He got plenty of time to do it. So who's next? Is brother Adam? No, it's not. It's, I think, his teammate Twan. But Twan will put down an extra lap on them, I think. Or will he make a pit stop? Second thing is going to happen. Nabel then. Also not Nabel. Haas is incoming. It's Thomas Leclerc. But it was Gouster performing his hot lap. It's going fast with 90 drivers out there. I don't think Kyle was joining, Brad.
No, I don't think so. No sign of him. It's a shame.
Dirk, I think, is going to cross the finishing line at next, but he's invalid. Almost crossed the entry lines for the pit lane. But he was in, so technically no wrong there.
Surprising with the invalidation here. I don't know what you think about this track, Dylan, but I think this is quite one of the easier tracks for track limits. I don't think it's too tough to keep it in the lines, but obviously when you're pushing the limits, sometimes yes, you do go over that white line.
Yeah, I think it's not the most easiest track to avoid the limits, but definitely not the hardest, like you said. I think. Yeah, if you should be good without penalties. We saw a few drivers scored 3 seconds yesterday, but this is definitely not Mexico, for example.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely worse. One thing this track is difficult for, and I wouldn't be surprised if we caught one driver out with it, it's a very short pit lane entry. Very easy to get 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane here.
I think the last turn is a turn where you could cross the limits on the outside curb.
Yes.
Yeah, turn 1 you should not cross the curb at all. You will fly away. So and maybe turn 3. That should be one where you could score a limit as well. But yeah, like you said, it should be an easy track to avoid the limits. So it will not have consequences in the end of the race, and will not be drawn at the end of the race.
Hopefully not. We didn't see any safety cars yesterday in CL2. You know, the barriers aren't that close. There's plenty of runoff area. I think it's a fairly rare occasion you see a safety car here. Famous last words, maybe the commentator's curse, so let's hope penalties don't play a part in it. Just watching there, I think you've got on screen Kelstreg. He sets a decent lap there, 1:26.7. Goes into P3. That's a really good spot for Kelstreg. He sits... where does he sit? He's down in P19 in the standings right now, so a good quali result could turn into some points for Kelstreg. Only scored 4 points so far in the last 5 races, so he needs a good result.
Yeah, that's surprising to see that he's on 3rd place for now. That's a decent lap from him. So maybe this is one of his favorite tracks then. And let's take some rankings with us, Brad, because I want to see who's in the lead now. I think it's Ixitachi, Ferrari looking great.
You are right, you're right. So Itachi, would you say? So Itachi is 50 points in the lead right now, I think, and standings that I have are up to date right now in the Ferrari. Tio Mio, driver took promotion last season, up to Tier 1, up to CL-1 rather. He's in 2nd position, 7 points behind, and Roy Boy in the Red Bull, 41 points, so 9 points separate the top 3 there right now. Importantly, the man in 2nd position, Tio Mio, is not taking place tonight. And Tachi, is he in right now? I think he is, I've already seen him.
No, he's
No, he's
absent.
out. So our top 2 drivers right now, separated by 7 points, are not attending tonight. So this is a big chance for the guys below to make up some ground.
He wasn't happy with it last week. He joined the Ferrari team, Ixitachi. He was Red Bull reserve before, but yeah, Dave left. He's now back as standby reserve, but he couldn't make it all the time. That's why we gave the seat to Ixitachi, who definitely deserved it after already scoring a podium this season. But he said to us he wasn't happy that he couldn't race because yeah, he performed so well. And if we are looking to constructors as well, Ferrari with 91 points, leading over Red Bull, who is on 69 points. So they are definitely doing great. And on the 3rd place is Aston Martin with 60 points. That's the top 3 constructors.
Yeah, fantastic job by those boys. Ferrari with a very good early lead there, so close to the beginning part of the season there. It's actually, like you say, I think I looked earlier, 2 podiums this season so far out of 5 races, one of them being a win. So he's had a good start. It's a shame he can't be with us tonight. That's got to hurt, knowing that he's going to be caught in the standings tonight a little bit.
Just Fun, yeah, that's Dutch. His name is gewoon Fun, but gewoon means just in English. So we will pronounce him like Just Fun, the driver in AlphaTauri. He almost improved himself, but at the end he was 23 thousandths of a second slower than his personal best. So didn't go for improvement yet. There are still 6.5 minutes on the clock, so let's see if you can grab a higher place there. At the moment he's off track. Don't know what happened there, but you need to turn around. If he moved aside, it was a strange way to do it.
He's in a funny spot there, and I must admit, I'm fairly new with no traction control, but I will admit that sector is very off camber, very, very different undulations that you get in the road there. I find it easy to spin there, and once you spin on these tyres on the new game on F1 2021, we've all noticed the tyres are on fire. They're red hot, and it's hard to bring the temperature down and get back on track.
Yeah, exactly. Dirk said it his first time, 127.8. I think he's practicing on Bahrain. It's not really fast, and yesterday we already witnessed he's not. That's not his favorite track over here, so I think he wants to practice this circuit even more.
Yeah, that's good though. Good respect to Dirk for that. He had a bad experience yesterday when he had a spin-off and he DNF'd yesterday, so fair play to the guy. Thanks for coming back and continuing. Just taking a look at a couple of changes there. Lupatic sets a nice time for P5 in the Alfa Romeo on 26.6. That's a nice improvement for him. And then Nabiskin P2 sets a 126.4, makes it an Alpine 1-2 right now. Rage Bolly in the lead.
Exactly, it's looking strong, and I don't see Nabel jumping around yet, so that's positive for him. I hope that won't change and that we don't have to send him a message in the race that he needs to retire, because we don't want the EI on track. But for now it's looking good. So and Alpine very strong. That's my team as well, because I'm third driver normally for this Alpine team, so I'm happy with it.
Nice to see. Well, Dylan, if that's your team, you're down in P7 at the moment, my friend. P7 with 41 points, so this is a great chance for the Alpine boys to make up some points here.
In the meantime, Dirk improved himself by 7/10 and is now below 127. That's looking good. Mr. Leclerc, Thomas incoming for P11. Stole that place from Dirk. Look at it, only 3 thousandths of a second faster than Dirk did.
Wow, that's close. Nice to see brother Adam up there in P8 in the McLaren. So far the fastest of our reserve drivers, the fastest of our our CL2 drivers that are standing in for us tonight. Good performance from him. He can set a good qualifying lap, can brother Adam, when it counts.
Who's doing the best now from the CL2 drivers? I think it's Dirk.
I think it's brother Adam, you know.
Oh, brother
no,
Adam.
P8.
Oh, how could I not mention him? P8 for brother Adam. Oh, also.
That's a great lap.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's very good from him. Of course, he's used to Merc engines. He loves them. A lot of drivers are in the pits right now, and also still quite a few drivers on track. But I think many of them are in their outlap or coming to the pits at the moment. Swag starting his hot lap indeed. Martijn is coming. Oh, he's going for improvement there. Third sector removed 1/10. Yes, there it is. P10 for him. Are there still drivers in their hot lap? T-Mike maybe. But he just started, so I think we have to watch Swag's on board. I think he will be first.
Kelstreg and then Racer 24 Hours in the Ferrari. Those guys are on a lap right now. Kelstreg's going to be first though. Worth pointing out some strategy, which I think we'll talk about later. I noticed that every single driver out of 19 drivers right now going for an attempt on the soft tyre. Probably the best idea. That the mediums, it's possible to qualify here and it's not a bad strategy, but there's a big time difference when it comes to qualifying, so it's probably the smartest idea to qualify in the softs no matter what. And then if you're outside of the P10 at the 10th place, then you've got some options. You could choose the hard tyre, the soft tyre, and I think a one-stop's possible here, Dylan. I think if you're managing your tyres correctly, soft medium, soft hard is a good one, and then depends on incidents from the race.
In the meantime, Swag going through last turn of this track. Is he going for an improvement there? Yes, he is. 4/10, it's second place with a 1:26.376.
Great effort.
I'm not used to I'm not used to this driving like that, like he's doing now.
I think if my memory's right, I think Racer 24 Hours should still be on his lap. Yeah, he's just coming around the last corner now in the Ferrari.
Oh,
right.
And he's going to improve big time.
Great effort for P11 there. One of our CL2 substitutes, Racer 24 Hours, comes across 7/10 behind the leader, but he's in P11. The magic spot on the grid. Free choice of tyres.
Wettress on softs now with a 1:27.1. Not the fastest. I think he could be faster. Wettress is a good driver for Mercedes. Alfa Romeo of Guelphi, I think, started his hot lap. Yes, he did. And then we have to see who's next. Is it just fun? I think it is just fun, but it looked like he won't improve again. Or he needs to have a flying last sector. But I think he will not improve himself. He didn't.
Do we see anybody challenging Bolly for pole right now, Dylan?
Yeah, I think that will be pole position. It's such a strong timing. 1:26 dead. I don't suspect that a driver will take it.
Just taking a look at Bolly's lap right now. He's doing his final flying lap. He's 300ths up in his first sector, so he's going for an improvement here. But like you say, that's, don't know if anybody's going to challenge that time right now.
Yeah, that's he indeed. I think he himself could dive below 1:26 then, and that would be phenomenal.
Bolly goes through the second sector. He's a 10.5 up on that fastest lap.
He's using a lot of track on the outside.
Good that Thomas Leclerc gets out of the way there. Bolly picks up the slipstream, but Thomas Leclerc kindly gets out of the way. As we come onto the final straight now, he's going to cross the line, and he does improve.
1:25.847. That's a brilliant time from Rage Bolly.
Oh, just Velos from P5. He takes a spin there. Strange spot in Sector 1, but he takes a spin, DNFs his car, and he's out of qualifying. Not sure if he was on a hot lap or not, but he still sits there in P5.
Which one is next? Sorry, Brad, what do you want to say?
Oh, BLZ Twan takes P3 in the McLaren. Great lap from him. Brother Adams coming around the final corner now for his final run. He's in P9 right now. And he takes P8. Nice improvement there.
Good lap. Also Nabel close to the 1:26 dead. It's a 1:26.1, so he's close. to pole position. Roy Boy takes third place, 126.3. And the Ferrari spun away. See you later. Let's see you later. We can see it at the onboard from Guelphi. Didn't see him.
Yeah. No, we must have had some drivers pushing pretty hard on that last hot lap, because on that final hot lap we lost 3 drivers to DNFs. Just Motorvelos, Modu and See You Later all span and crash there.
Exactly, and then you definitely could see they are on their limit. Just fun. I think this is it, Brad. I think only Thomas Leclerc is on track, but he's invalid. Can't set a time anymore. So yeah, we'll have a 1-2 from Alpine.
Very nice qualifying laps from the Alpine boys there. 2 tenths apart. Roy Boy in the Red Bull behind them. 4 tenths behind Bolly. Great quali.
And Kouster on P4. As you said, 19th in the driver championship. So then he's doing well. Let's see if he could score some good points today.
Great chance for Roy Boy here. So Roy Boy in that qualifying session so far. Roy Boy, obviously, we're missing our top 2 drivers. He's high up for some points here. Just to round off then, so Rage Bolly we see with pole position. Great improvement at the end with a 125.8. Nabis with 2 tenths behind him in P2. Roy Boy P3, who sits P3 in the championship right now. Kelstreg P4, good lap from him. BLZ Twan in P4. Just Motorvelos and Lupatic, the Aston Martins together 6 and 7. Brother Adam, our highest qualifier from the CL2 guys in P8. Modu P9. Just Fun in P10. Rest of the guys, they all have free tyre choice.
Yeah, let's see what tires they would grab. Yesterday we only had, I thought, 3 drivers going for hards, and one of them was Robert Dodo, said he was driving on ice. And a lot of drivers said the mediums drove the best. So I think it will be soft medium strategy. 1 stop is possible over here. But if safety car occurs really soon, yeah, then it will be or a 2-stop or switching to hards and try out to do it. But is it the best way? I don't know. What are you thinking? You drove yesterday, mate.
Yeah, so I drove yesterday. Personally, for me, I think soft medium is a good strategy. However, you have to look after your tyres. They don't last. If you push, they don't last. The softs go off very quickly. I think maximum, absolute maximum, they last 9 laps. So you've got to let the mediums last. But at the same time, I agree with Rubber Dodo from yesterday. The hards are like driving on ice. They're not a good race tyre, but they last.
Still 2 drivers in CL2 yesterday scored good points. Mike, for example, he did it on hards, and I don't know the other driver who did it, but they didn't score their best result or something. So indeed, like you said, if your tire management is well, go for soft mediums. And yeah, what do you think if a safety car comes out soon? Would you do the 2-stop then and avoid the hard tires?
Honestly, depends on the comfort. I think you can switch onto the hards early on, and they last a long time. Or you can switch on to, I'd say medium is a great strategy here. Really good. If it comes out the first 2-3 laps, for example, if you need to ditch your softs quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
And then switch on to 2-stop mediums. Just to point out a couple of comments from the stream there. Hutchie's watching us tonight. Very proud of his teammate, Brother Adam there, of course. Good quality from Adam there. Also Jamie. Very proud of Adam. He says good qualifying. So Brother Adam's got some fans in tonight.
Yeah, now we need to do the job on track in the race, because we got 29 laps in front of us. Formation lap is on. Drivers are warming up the tires. Nabel warmed his tires up at the side of the track a little bit. Don't know if it was because he spun a little bit, but still going well. Let's see. By the way, taking some stats with us, telemetry, lap data, and the tires, of course. Oh, Wetros decided to start on hard tires, mate.
Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. I've just seen the suggested tyre stop there from Codemasters. They suggested 2-stop no matter what strategy from the softs. So I think we're going to see a couple of different strategies here. This is going to be interesting to keep track of. Like you say, the top 10 all on softs. Martin P11 on mediums. Races 24 hours soft. Dirk on softs. Rest of the guys on mediums except for Witraz. He's gone for the hard. So strategy is going to play here. Just before we start, we finish off the grid, sorry Dylan, one thing to notice. I noticed Bolly had done 2 laps on his softs, on his set of qualifying softs, unlike the rest of the top 10. So he's going to be 1 lap short here. That's hard to manage.
Wetra spun away on these hard tires in his formation lap.
Oh, I tell you, Rubberdodo was right. They are like driving on ice. That's not a great tyre, but they last.
He's approaching us last now, and then we have our grids, and I think we have a problem with Milo, his connection. I think he will have a jump start because of it. I hope Nabel is still in it. Let's see. Nabel is still in it, but I think we will have a jump start from Milo because our lights are going out. This is the 6th race of Celerity eSports, Bahrain International Circuit. The lights are off and we are still waiting. As I said, Milo, don't pay attention to him, but the match is on. We are on the way. He is jumping around, Nabel. Yeah, he's jumping around. Unfortunate.
Good start from the leaders there, really good start. BLZ Twang gets himself up into P5, which is nice to see. Everybody else seems to be on track, no issues there. Except for Dirk. Dirk had an issue, unfortunately, there. So he got a corner cutting penalty. He's at the back now, a little bit behind, so he's had an issue.
So Rage Bully still in the lead. Good start from him. And Nabel, I don't like it. He is jumping around a little bit. This connection is definitely still not okay. What do you think, Brad? Do you see the same?
Yeah, it's not looking great.
Oh, and he spun away. Nabel spun away.
Yeah, it wasn't looking the best there. Rage Bolly with a very clear lead right now. He's got a lead of 1. Oh, sorry, the standings just updating there. Either way, he's got a very clear lead over Roy Boy in P2 right now.
Twan also now on 3rd place. Gained 2 places. Got himself the purple 3rd sector as well.
Twan looks like he's going for a run on Roy Boy here. Looks like he's got a great slipstream on Roy Boy there. Twan is on the charge.
I thought I was seeing just Mortal making a move on Milo, but Milo was away. Ooh.
Just Mortal gets a big snap of oversteer. Do you see that then? He just came off track and he's under pressure now from Lupitic, his teammate behind him.
But look at Wetras, by the way, mate. P13 on the hard tires, behind his teammate, and even within a second.
When did Kyle? When did Kyle join in? He wasn't with us in qualifying, right?
No, he wasn't, and I thought he didn't wanted to join us anymore. But there he is.
There he is. Well, either way, I think he started from the back of the grid with no qualifying. He's up 8 places. His teammate Witraz is up 4 places. So the Mercedes boys are wanting a strong showing here right now.
Exactly. So unfortunate for brother Adam, who had some issue at the start. I think Modo as well. Nabel spun away. Dirk had some issue, but I think overall the start went well and we are still racing.
H Bolly there with the fastest lap of 1:30.1. Nice solid time there to start us off with, but I think we're going to see those lap times tumble. Just a reminder, our track record here for races is with Kyle. Again, a Mercedes driver, a 1:28.2 is our lap record.
But for the moment, Wetras doesn't have to bend for Cal. So the hard tires maybe are okay for him. The racer went a bit wide in turn 3, so lost his gap on Thomas Leclerc. He needs to resettle again, but he's on softer tires, so it should be easy at the moment. But if you want to climb a few places, you do not want to wait too long.
Yeah, you've got to get the move done here. If you've got that soft tyre advantage, you've got to make it work quickly. Otherwise, those tyres will go off, and you're going to see your advantage disintegrate in about
Calster swag spun away. Sorry that I interrupted you, mate, but Calster had some issue.
That's unlucky. That's what we're talking about. Great qualifying from Kelstreg there, but he needed to make it count with the standings there. That's a real shame.
And I saw
a car in the barrier there.
Mike.
T-Mike. That's the Alpha Tauri T-Mike there. That's unfortunate. He was on the mediums as well. I'm not sure if he's got damage. Carl looks okay. I think he can continue.
It was a personal mistake. Like many times this season, we are seeing so many personal mistakes. The lesser downforce is still not getting used to us, I think.
That's it. Just take a look up front, Dylan. P5 right now. Lupatic with DRS on his teammate, just Morvelos. Going for a move. No, he rethinks it into P3. I think Lupatic wants to get past his teammate here to make up P4.
Yeah, he's definitely putting pressure on this teammate. Aston Martin looking good, by the way. 4 and 5.
Take a look on some of the comments on the stream. Hutchie says soft medium is absolutely the way to go. Mediums are a great tyre around here. So I think if these boys can make the soft tyres last long enough.
Oh, look at it. Yeah, Lupatic making the move now. Before turn 10. Just Morvelos still close. That was a brilliant move by Lupatic. It isn't the longest straight to do it. The second one on Bahrain.
Not the easiest straight. I wonder, I wonder if just Morvelos backed off a little bit and let that happen. He seemed to make that quite easy. I'm not sure, but maybe that's some team strategy, which is also great to see. It's a long race. We've 24 laps to go. But I don't know if it was team strategy, because just Morvelos is coming back for the move. Is he? No, I think he's going to let Lupatic take this.
Hey, Roy Boy Antoine, wheel to wheel. Turn 2, and it's a job done by Twan. Will Roy Boy attack him again? They already fought at each other at Zandvoort. They love to do it, even in Schijfvlak. Oh, Roy. Oversteer moment for him.
Great top 3 here so far. Rage Bolly, we've seen so many pole positions from him in the past. Race win earlier on this year in Australia. Race win from Roy Boy in Zandvoort this year. Twan, I don't think we've seen... Oh, sorry, we have seen on the podium earlier on this year. So this is a good pedigree on the top 3 here right now.
Yeah, definitely. And Rage Bolly at the moment he's loose. 2.5 seconds almost in the lead. So he's... making a gap, and he's smiling that Twan and Roy Boy are fighting again.
Definitely.
He doesn't want to get involved with these two drivers. He just wants to drive away. That's the way he wants it.
That's one of the good things about watching Bolly sometimes. You know what? Bolly can put in a great pole lap, and he's very clinical. If he sits at the front of the grid, he can just go. However, I remember from Baku, Bolly, I think he had an incident, or the safety car came at the wrong time, and it just destroyed his lead. So he's doing everything he needs to do right now. But again, it's 23 laps to go. Anything can happen.
Did you see Retros, by the way? He passed his teammate on harder tires than Cal and Twan and... Oh no, Twan! What happened, mate?
No, he's lost the front wing. Oh, it's a shame. That's got to be a pit stop.
Yeah, I think he lost it or something. Did you see it, or?
No, I missed it. Sorry, apologies. No, I missed it. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, Twan is now in front of the 2 McLaren boys that fight. The 2 Mercedes boys that are fighting. So Wheatraz and Kyle fighting each other right now. P9, P10. They desperately need to get past Twan. We've got a virtual safety car right now. Maybe because of that incident there. I'm not sure. So Speed is neutralised for these boys during the VSC period on lap 6. They've got to hold their horses for a little while, keep the tyres warm, and then we'll go again. Kyle's going to have a good restart here for the Mercedes. He's got a medium tyre, he's got a softer tyre than Wintras. So see how the restart goes.
Yep, yeah, Twan, his reading is completely missing.
Unfortunately for Twan, yes, this is a good period to have a VSC, but we know VSCs. I think the VSC is going to come in before Twan can pit stop, so yeah, and it comes in. This is not going to be a cheap pit stop for Twan, this will be painful.
Ooh, Team Mike, 5-second time penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. It's also something you don't want to have in your race. And there goes Twan. Like you said, the restart of the virtual safety car is already there, and he still needs to make that pit stop, so he will lose a bunch of places and a lot of seconds.
Great move from Wintras though behind him. He followed Twan all the way into the pit lane, caught the slipstream, got the DRS, and tried to keep away from Kyle.
Kyle definitely took a warning in turn 2. He was off track with all his 4 wheels.
Yeah, definitely. I saw that. I think Kyle was in a different country right then on that turn.
We also raced 24 hours, also passed Just Fun, and is now also under pressure by Thomas Leclerc. I think these tires, the medium tires, are kicking in, and Just Fun maybe already struggling a little bit with the softer tires.
Yeah, we're getting to the switchover period now. P7, these tyres start to go off. Definitely the soft tyres. I think Pucci made his pit stop, I think, around P9 yesterday. Pucci's great at tyre management, but he made them last, but they started to go off. So the medium guys are going to start to feel the benefit right now. Just looking at the stream here, Pucci says Wintras in a strong position. He's going to leave when the soft runners pit. So safety car, if it came out right now, is going to play into his hands. Yeah, I agree.
Just Fun is not managing his ERS very well, and he's making a pit stop, so Thomas Leclerc takes P6, carrying
Bolly
on
pits
the
from the lead. Sorry to interrupt, Dylan. Bolly pits from the lead right now, so our race leader, that I think a 2.5 second advantage now, Bolly, pits for mediums. I think that's going to be a one-stop strategy. It should be a one-stop strategy. He drops all the way down to P12 right now. He's on the medium tyres, and they think he's going to go to the end. See how that plays out.
He doesn't have a lot of traffic in front of him, really none, so that's something positive for him. First driver in front of him is Milo, but Milo is the eye, so then it will be see you later. Oh, sorry, Dirk.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you know what? I think Bolly's going to have more traffic than you think. He's got a big queue of cars coming up in front of him. That might be one to watch, you know. I don't want him to get stuck. Milo's there, that's AI. See you later's fighting Gulfe. And then after that, he's coming up on the battle for Kyle and Wintras, who are on the harder medium tyres going for a longer stint. So this might slow Bolly down. Let's see how quick he can catch them.
Yeah, they won't have blue flags, of course. They are allowed to fight him as well. So, yeah, maybe you're right.
Meantime, up front, Roy Boy leads the race, of course. He started this race in soft tyres. Lupatic pits from P2. Great undercut opportunity here. He was 4 tenths behind Roy Boy, so Lupatic pits from P2. And he's going to come in for his stop. I think he's going to go for the mediums. Yes, he does.
Now just Model Velos really close to the lead. Yellow flag, by the way, in the first sector. But it's already green flag given, so... oh no, oh wait, it's AlphaTauri again. It's T-Mike. It must be T-Mike, I think.
Just trying to look. Yeah, it's T-Mike. It's T-Mike there. He's got an AI above him. I hope he's not. Yeah, he's crashed his DNF. Oh, T-Mike's out. He's pitted for the hard tyre. He's come out and he's span turn 102.
And exactly the same thing happened yesterday with Anana's fighter. On the cold hard tires, it's hard, and they probably wanted to flat out a little bit too much. Yeah.
That's a shame for Team Mike as well. He put in a great performance there, really great qualifying performance. Yeah, shame.
Maybe it also depends on your setup if you could manage the hard tires, because wet race, if you are looking to wet race, you would say, well, maybe the hard tires is the best strategy, but it's definitely not. But wet race is the only driver today who is managing to drive on them, except for his formation lap, of course.
Witras has got options here, that's a strong thing. He can go longer than anybody else and go on the softs at the end. Or if a safety car came out right now, he could pit the soft mediums. So I think he's in a good position. Yeah, I've got to agree with Hutchie.
Both Roy Boy and Just Model Velos made it their pit stop as well. And look at Rage Bolly. He's in front so much.
Got a few guys struggling at the back here, unfortunately. Just to give a quick shout out, I think Brother Adams had a couple of incidents, 2 stops already. Kelstreg, we know, had that spin, lost a wing. Mabel, of course, we knew had the spin, stopped. So everybody P15 upwards so far. Just a stop, should still be competitive.
How's Twan doing? Driving in his own air.
Yeah, Twan's driving his own air right now. He's 6 seconds behind anybody else. He's 6 seconds behind Just Fun. You know what? There's a lot to recover. There's a lot to recover. 19 laps remaining. Safety car can change everything. As I learnt yesterday, drive to the end.
Yeah, definitely. Lupatic switched position with Royboy again, because Royboy came out of the pits earlier than Lupatic, so there was some overtaking there maybe. Wetras overtook his teammate again. They are switching positions.
Oh, he's done it. Yeah, he did it on the main straight. Great move from Wetras on the harder tyres as well. Great move. He's in such a good position here.
But now Kyle wants it. He wants it back. He said, hey, no.
I think Wetras has got the pace, on those hard tyres. He's finding a way to drive it on those hard tyres. I know Kyle's going to be frustrated with this. It seems like the kind of driver he is, but I think he might have to let his teammate go on this one. He's got a great chance to I think he could win this. Or he can at least get a strong podium position.
Yeah, he has got himself a gap of 5 seconds to Thomas Leclerc, but of course he could stay out longer. And I think in a couple of laps those hard tires maybe will kick in, because we all know at some percentage, if the tires are old, then the hard tires will feel like softs at the moment. And maybe he could pick up the pace at that moment. Hey, there is another. I think it's Brother Adam. Yep.
Yeah, Brother Adams had a spin there. He takes a Rolex sign with him for good measure. Great sponsorship there. Adams having a bad race there. That's a shame, because he had a great race yesterday. Strong points. I'm glad he's still in it with us. But yeah, I think he's finding out those hard tyres are not good.
Well, Hutchie on our stream said, hey, I love the Rolex, but I think Brother Adam doesn't wear a Rolex. I think he...
Hutchie, if that doesn't make you want to buy a Rolex, nothing will.
I think Brother Adam just stay casual Casio watch. Oh, Lupatic with a little moment there. And look at Rage Bolly now, behind See You Later. This will cost him a few tenths, like you said. So,
this is what I was worried about earlier. So we talked about Bolly having free air, but he's right on the back of See You Later now. See You Later is a good competitive racer. He knows this isn't his fight, but at the same time he's not going to let Bolly go easily. I think Bolly's going to take this here on this straight. Yep. He needs to get that move done. Fair play. See You Later doesn't fire too hard there. Like I say, he knows it's not his race right now.
Yeah, struggling a little bit more on these tires. He could not go flat out in turn 12. So Rich Bolly definitely can on these fresh mediums. But yeah, Rich Bolly still needs to pass a few drivers who could stay out for a couple of laps. So
he's still doing great. Just watching the back here, just more Velos there in the Aston Martin. He's coming up for a pass on races 24 hours to a DRS pass, simply done, and to find himself in the points. Very nicely done.
he wanted that inside, defended by
just
Racer.
Just fun once apart that, just behind them, sorry, P11 there. He's smelled that action and he's just behind these guys. He's going to come up to the second DRS straight here. Ooh, that was close. Those guys pushed each other. Just Morvelos just pushes Racer 24 hours. Morvelos pushes Racer wide, very wide. Just Fun sees it. Oh,
that could end up in tears, but it didn't. And again, I'm seeing a driver.
Brother Adam.
Was it Brother Adam again?
That was Brother Adam again.
What is he doing? He did score good points yesterday, but today maybe did he drink a beer already or something?
I think so. Dylan, it's Friday night. Yeah. As long as he continues, I'm happy.
Of course, he only knew he would race 30 minutes before the race started, so maybe he was like, it's already weekend. And then he found out that he could race for McLaren, and he was like, yeah, why not?
Hey, nothing to lose. Good point from Hutchie there, who is absolutely on the ball here. Dirk made his soft tyres last 12 laps. That's unbelievable. He's got a great fair play. He was probably hanging out for the safety car, but he's got a fantastic set of mediums there that are going to be cleaner than anybody else's. Dirk takes an unbelievably wide line on the back straight and picks up a penalty for good measure for track limits.
What she said is Adam sponsored by Master Spin.
And Rolex.
And Rolex, definitely. Well, they will cut down their contract with him today after nailing down the sign on track.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
That's true. Still, Rolex was in the picture today, so yeah.
So let's take a look at Rage Bolly's lead. Sorry, so Bolly's down in there in P3 right now. He's 2.1 behind Witraz in P2. Surely he's got this in the bag, right?
I think he has. If he will not make any mistakes. I mean, Wetzer still needs to make a pit stop, but Wetzer can stay out for maybe still 8 laps, 9 laps. He's definitely going to try the softs at the end. But then he will fall back a bunch of places. Now Thomas Leclerc in front of him, going to make that pit stop. So Wetter's now in the lead. 1.8 seconds behind him is Rage Bolly, who already pitted. I think he will have it in his hands indeed. But Brad, we are only halfway through the race. A little bit more than that. So still everything is possible, of course.
So much action. Just to make a comment there, I think Brother Adams retired, which is a really big shame. Really big shame. He's just sent a message actually saying he had floor damage, so obviously a big problem for him, but fair play, mate, for powering through. That's a shame.
Thank you, Adam, for racing with us again. Next week, Pado. Monza, by the way, next week.
The Temple of Speed.
Yep.
Absolutely.
By the way, still no safety cars occupied our race. That's a good thing. Like yesterday. Yesterday we had a safety car free race. I'm very proud of it, because we know that in 2021 it's harder to avoid safety cars, as the cars are a little bit harder to drive. We are seeing more personal mistakes than in those goddish 2020 cars. So yeah, it's harder, but this is still good. We have a virtual safety car now.
Where do we get that from there? If we had a spin somewhere?
I think it happened to Dirk. Yep, completely missing his wing there. But he's still in, so again no safety car will come out.
Witraz uses that opportunity to take his pit stop. Great move by Witraz. Great move. I must admit, I was worried about his position there, where he would come out after his pit stop, but he's used that as a cheap slow pit stop. Yes, he drops down the order, but I think that was probably the strongest move for him. So Wetras, he qualified. Where did he qualify?
Well, let's see some position change, and we could see it. Oh, he qualified P17, mate.
Yeah, way back. So I've got to be honest with you, any result from here on out is a fantastic result for the Mercedes man. He's so he comes out 4 seconds behind Just Fun in P6. And to be honest with you, I think Wetras is just going to have fun. I think he's got a fast few laps ahead of him. 13 laps to go on a set of fresh mediums.
Dirk stopped his race in the pits, as he should. So yeah, thanks for racing as well, Dirk. Nice try today. Yeah, Wetras indeed, he didn't have a free pit stop, but I think a half free pit stop, because under virtual safety car there's a speed limit. If you make a pit stop at that point, you won't lose that many seconds as a regular pit stop. So that's a good call by Wetras. He couldn't go for softs anymore. I think that was his first strategy in mind, but switched to the mediums, who are definitely feeling great on this circuit. So it's a good call by him. New tires all the way till the end now. I think he could grab a few places, because who still needs to make a stop in front of him? Nobody, maybe. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
He's in a great position here. Really great position, actually. Shout out to Twan at the moment in time. Yes, he's on the older softs out of everybody in the top 10. Sorry, the older mediums, but into P8 after that spin earlier on. Good to see him still battling the points. I hope he can keep it. So everybody P8 now. P8 upwards up to the leader. Everybody's on mediums. And we have P9 Thomas Leclerc down to Mabel in P13. They're all on hards. Race of 24 hours takes a ridiculously wide line. Has he had a disconnection there?
No, because he's still in his car, but he went wide and...
Wow. It was like he stopped off track there. That was really weird. Wetras takes the place. That's a free place right there up into P6.
I don't know, I think it was just for safety what a racer did off track, and he didn't want to rejoin the track dangerously, so maybe that was the case. But it looked strange, like you said. He braked, completely standed still for a moment, but no damage there. A little bit of flat spotted maybe.
Strange move. He's still in it though. So far, races 24 hours fair play is our highest ranking CL2 driver that's standing in tonight, up in P7. Wetras sets the fastest lap. Great to see in P6. He's going to have some fun here.
Yeah, he's sitting down for it indeed. And again, the Aston Martins chasing each other.
I think race at 24 hours has damage there, Dylan. He takes a pit stop, so I'm not sure if he had a wing change there, but he took a pit stop.
Back on P13, or will he be behind Modau? Or that would be exciting to watch, by the way. Or just behind Modau. And Modau already has got some temperature in these tires, so will not be overtaken by Racer at this moment.
Don't underestimate Racer. Great for the last minute breaker.
He's very experienced. He's racing for 24 hours, so. Thomas Leclerc now putting pressure on Twan. Yeah, indeed, like you said, Twan is doing well. Do you think he's going to the end?
That's going to be 20 laps on mediums. I'm not sure. Ideally, depending on what tyres he's got left, Twan needs a safety car for another set of mediums, in my opinion. But let's see. I think it's doable, but that's very, very tough. He's not going to make it without losing a few positions.
I think he's going to try to make it till the end, with the risk of having a puncture maybe. But let's see. For now he's still holding Thomas Leclerc behind him, defending that inside before turn 1. Good job by him. Thomas Leclerc switching lines a little bit. I think this could be the move. Twan again defending that inside. Thomas Leclerc brakes very deep, but there is Twan again. Wheel to wheel now. Good racing between the gents and Twan as winner.
Fantastic defending from Twan. Fair play, he knows he's got the older tyres. He doesn't have to defend this position, but he's enjoying himself. And that was great, clean racing from both drivers.
Yeah, I have a feeling this fight is definitely not over yet.
I don't think Thomas Leclerc's getting great traction out of that corner, you know. He's on the hard tyres. Maybe they're not as warm as we think. With DRS there, he couldn't get close enough to Twan. I think the next main straight might do it, but Twan's putting up some great defence here.
In the meantime, I will charge my my telephone a little bit because I lost connection to Twitch. So you have to see what our viewers are saying to us now.
So Thomas Leclerc comes up again, Twan moves out the slipstream and Leclerc gets it done very easily. Simple pass, fair play, good fair racing between those two. Thomas Leclerc waited his turn, waited until a sensible time to pass. He's up into P6 now. He knew there wasn't too much to gain. He's got a 6-second gap between the next car, so all he needed to do was pass that car. Race of 24 hours takes the fastest time of a 28.9, I think that was. Sorry, I missed that. Let me take a look.
We'll see. 128.
28.9.
Yep.
We're still a while off the track record here. 28.2 is our fastest lap from Kyle. We might see close to that if we get some late pits for the soft tyres.
Yeah, I think somebody will do it. We changed the rule to the regular F1 setting. Celerity always started with their own rule because in leagues you are seeing more back markers than in a regular F1, and it happened a lot of times. The back markers stole the fastest lap from the top 10 drivers. It happened too much. That's why we decided, well, let's always give the fastest lap to the top 10 drivers. But we had a poll a few weeks ago, and then we decided to change it back into the regular setting like it is in normal F1, and I have to say it's going well, because still the fastest lap ends up with the top 10 drivers sometimes, so I think we did the right call. In the meantime, Twan stole the 6th place back from Thomas Leclerc.
Twan driving a great race here. Just taking a look up front, Dylan, up to P3, P4. So I'm watching the battle for the final podium place here. The two Aston Martin boys that have been going at it all race. Lupatic so far has P3. He's in the final podium position, but Just Mortal has been within a second of him and has had DRS for the last several laps here. I can't tell if these guys are racing or if Mortal is handing it over to Lupatic. I just can't tell if these guys are talking to each other or not. But they are very, very close. They're keeping it fair. They've got to be aware that they've got Wheatras behind them on the freshest set of mediums out of anybody in the top 10. So whether it's team orders or not, they've got to be aware of that threat behind them.
Yep, and I think Otmar is happy to see it. Sorry, it's Lee Meister in the Celerity. He's team captain and team principal of Aston Martin.
I think Just Mortal has got a run on Lupatic here. He's going to make the move. He's going to make the move. He gets that done quite easily. Wow. And he moves up into the podium positions, Just Mortal.
You always love to see fights between teammates. It's not over. I have a feeling that they will switch positions maybe multiple times.
I think so. Oh,
maybe
wow,
not anymore then.
Lupatic.
I shouldn't jinx it, mate. Sorry.
It's commentator's curse, Dylan. Commentator's curse. They've got to watch it behind. Wheatras has surely got the strongest place. He's waiting there to overtake and absolutely pounce on this podium position. And if he makes a podium from P17 on the grid qualifying, that's a great result for him. But these Aston Martins want the constructors' points. Hutchie is all over this, by the way. He's watching the Aston Martins. He thinks they're pulling each other along, but I think they're in a dilemma here right now where they've got Wheatras behind them, so they've got to make a call of who's going to be the lead driver, who's going to get away.
Yeah, I think Wheatras will be the one who shuffles dirt on their podium.
I think so. I think Wheatras has got by far the best chance of taking the podium position here. He's got 7 lap new old mediums here.
I think
he's going to take Lupatic.
Yeah, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, Lupatic defense, a bit late.
That was a late break there.
Oh, but look at this, Wheatras, a lot of traction. And did the job on Lupatic, splitting both Aston Martins.
Great move, right on the edge there. Right on the edge.
Was a late defend by Lupatic, still in front of him. As long as you are still in front of him, you technically could do it. So yeah, it wasn't a wrong situation there. But then he needs to accept that Wheatras took the inner line on turn 1.
Dylan, sorry to interrupt, we've completely missed something here. I'm not sure what's gone on, but I'm just watching the fight behind for Twan and Thomas Leclerc.
Oh,
Rage
no,
Bolly
Rage
is
Bolly.
fitted for fresh softs. He's fitted for fresh softs. He's down in P7, brand new lap of fresh softs. So I think he's had an incident somewhere that we've missed.
Or a puncture? No.
Maybe. That's a huge shame.
Oh,
that puts Roy Boy up into P1. Wow,
double
overtake though. That is a double overtake on the shortest DRS straight. He takes Leclerc and Twan to move himself up into P5. He's on the charge here.
What a difference between tires and traction. You could see him flying.
Just watching Wheatras now. He's going for the move on Mortavelos. Mortavelos still pulls the late defence on him, just like the other Aston Martin driver. But he goes up on the inside, and that's a move done. Wheatras takes P2 now, which we thought was P3 before Bolly had damage there. Big shame for Bolly. I'm not sure what happened there.
Alright, I have 2 questions for you, Brad. Do you think Wheatras could close the gap to Roy Boy? And do you think Rage Bolly could close about 11 seconds to Roy Boy?
I think Wheatras could close the gap to Bolly. He's on 6 lap newer mediums, and he's going like, I would say, like the absolute clappers is a phrase we use. He's going unbelievably fast. So I think he can. I think Wheatras can close for the win here. We've got 5 laps left for him to close down 2.8 seconds. So I think he's got a chance. Bolly, he's got 7 seconds to close down Mortavelos. I don't think that's going to happen. I think his softs will go off.
So podium for Rage Bolly, or will he stay 4th? Or will he?
I think he'll stay 4th. Just another note there, by the way, it's fantastic having the third commentator here. Hutchie's just pointed out that Lupatic's pitted as well. I don't think the medium tyres are lasting here, Hutchie says. Lupatic's pitted there from a P5 was that, and he's gone for the soft tyre. He's down in P11, so he's left himself out of the points. Oh, Madu DNF there. Has he had a crash, I think? We've got a safety car.
We will see it. Oh,
we've got a safety
no.
car. This is going to completely throw things. Wow. Do we have any pit stops here?
Yeah, what will happen now? I think Rage Bolly is safe.
We've got a lot of pit stops here.
I think Rage Bolly is safe, mate. Because what happens now? Yeah, Roy Boy.
This is gonna, yep, huge favour for Rage Bolly. So we're all gonna close up the pack here. We're gonna sit behind the safety car for 2-3 laps. Very little tyre degradation. The top 3 are on 14 lap old mediums, 8 lap old mediums, 14 lap old mediums. We've got Rage Bolly there with 1 lap old soft tyres.
I think Wheatras is not happy now.
I don't think I'd be happy if I was Wheatras either.
I mean, maybe Wheatras will carry on, but then he will have a bunch of drivers with soft tires behind him. Rage Bolly definitely is lucky. He removed 7 tenths in 1 lap, but there are only 4 laps, and then, like you said, he couldn't make it until the 3rd place.
Unfortunately, I don't think there's any other option. I think they're already past the pit stop. I think if Witraz pitted, if Roy Boy pitted, I think they would have lost out anyway.
They will go for it.
Unfortunately, they were at a disadvantage. Guys like Rage Bolly, guys like Twan, Leclerc, Lupatic, I think they were waiting for a safety car. The guys up front were not wanting a safety car.
Rage Bolly's so lucky.
Roy Boy pits. Roy Boy pits from the lead. He comes out on fresh softs. Morvelo's pits. He comes out on fresh softs. Twan pits. He comes out on fresh softs, I think, again. Oh, he's been held in the pits. That was a long pit stop.
What?
Yeah, we still got a lot of pit stops here. Bolly. So Bolly's up front here right now. 2-lap old softs. He's got 14 seconds ahead. How long is the safety car going to stay out? I think the safety car will punch everybody up. Maybe Rage Bolly's not in as an advantageous position as we thought.
But he's so fast. I wouldn't know.
Nice to see the Aston Martin safety car back in town.
Let's have a look at the green car indeed. I only
nice
don't.
To see that.
Yeah, it's a nice car, but the rear, I think the back of the car is a little bit weird for my feeling.
It's a strange one. It's quite squashed back end. It looks like a new Toyota Supra. I'm not that keen on it. And to me, it's kind of weird. Growing up, I always knew a Mercedes as the safety car for a long, long time. But you know, let's embrace the change.
Yeah, for once not a Mercedes. That's still looking good. It's a brilliant car, of course. We could dream to have it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Rage Bolly. After the restart, he will probably have 3 or 4 lap old tires, and then there's a small advantage behind him from Roy Boy and Wetras then, and just more Velos as well. Then we have Just Fun, stayed out on the mediums he had already. And then everybody behind it pitted as well, because Milo is EI. Mabel and Kelser are still in it, also pitted. So yeah, this will be a short sprint race, because the safety car is still out. Then we have 2 laps, I think. 2 laps like on Baku in real life F1.
2 laps, anything could happen here. This is going to be a crazy sprint to the end. Do not switch off at the moment in time, like Dylan says. So we've got Rage Bolly 3-lap old softs, Just Fun in P5 7-lap old mediums, who must regret his decision. He must, unless he thinks he's going to be a cork in the bottle holding everybody back. Lupatic P6 in 2-lap old softs. Everybody else back to P9 is on fresh softs. So this is just an absolute sprint race to the end here. Everybody's going to make or break positions right now.
Well, I'm sitting down for it, Brad. I want to see what's going to happen over here. Maybe some drama. Because you know, this is at the end of the race. Drivers are having sweaty hands this moment. The focus, it's getting harder to stay focused after already about 40 minutes of driving. So let's see.
It slows things down a little bit when you're in that zone and you kind of get yourself comfortable into the flow of a track. You know as well as I do, when a safety car comes out and you've got to do the restart and get back into it, it breaks your concentration. You get sweaty hands, you feel uncomfortable with your feet, you lose a little bit of muscle memory. It's uncomfortable. Safety car in this lap, which we knew. So Bolly controls the race here. Bolly's got the most pressure of anybody. He lost so many places during this race. He lost the race win almost, and this has absolutely brought it back. So he is absolutely back in the pack up here, and he's going to take control.
Rage Bolly is allowed to maintain the pace until the very end of the finishing line. And then he needs to step on the throttle again. We will see where he goes. He already goes before the last turn. I think Roy Boy has got himself a good response. Could he do something about Rage Bolly at the moment?
We're going to have no DRS, of course, no DRS enabled after a safety car. There's not enough laps, so everybody maintains position. Twan goes for an overtake on the outside of Just Fun there. He's going to make those softs work, and he does make... No, he doesn't make an overtake yet. Just Fun is maintaining his position on the mediums.
Will he break deeper? Will he stay that inside? No, he didn't. Smart choice.
Takes it. Everybody in the top 4 now maintaining those positions. Who is going to finish on this podium? Rage Bolly made a fantastic restart there. Roy Boy so close to him though, 4/10 behind here. Already a race winner this season so far, but so is Bolly. These boys both know how to win a race. Witraz has not won a race for us this season so far, but he's had excellent pace all race.
Some fight going on between Leclerc and Just Fun as well. Guelphy wants to get involved. He wants to score more points than only 2. And I think he is capable of doing it with the fresh softs there. Stealing the place from Just Fun. Just Fun wants to hold it. Rage Bolly is so quick.
As we go on the last lap now, 29 out of 29. This is the last opportunity for any overtakes. And Gorfy goes past Just Fun there. Those old medians just do not get the traction out of that turn. Just Fun is fighting it. Wow. He's still fighting hard. He still wants to keep his points.
Guelphy's going to do it. Break deeper than Just Fun. Wheel to wheel through turn 3. Who's going to win it? I think it's the Brazilian driver Guelphy. P8 for him. Beautiful move. All the way from Brazil, guys. And still good connection. Always red bars, but jumping less than Nabel did. Oh, Ferrari. A Ferrari of Racer 24 spun. No points for Racer 24 this race. Maybe Nabel still can do something now because he's on 11th place.
I'm just taking a look up front, Dylan. Witraz is closed on the back of Roy Boy within 2/10 now. He's got no DRS sections left. I think he had his chance, but I think he's lost it. I think this is our top 3 right now. Oh, see you later, DNF. See you later, spins out. That's such a shame. He was running in P10. And as we see cross the line now, Roy Boy takes his very well... Rage Bolly takes a very well-deserved win. Roy Boy takes his P2, Witraz takes his P3. Brilliant podium there.
Well, that safety car did make it a bit more spectacular in the end.
Absolutely.
Driver of the day for now is Cal. We always have our own vote, but he's marked as the star today. So yeah, there it is, Rage Bolly. I think he's lucky today. We will ask him what happened there, but brilliant pole position from him. A drive probably almost without mistakes. I think he made 1 or something. We will find out in a few minutes. But yeah, he won his second race. I think, if I'm right, yeah, I think he already won once this season.
Yeah, he won Zandvoort, won his home race, so nice to have 2 races. It's going to do well for him in the standings there.
No, wasn't that Roy? I mean Rage Bolly.
Apologies, sorry, Rage Bolly won Australia.
Yes, Australia it was, but this is his second one then. Also fastest lap and also pole position, so he got everything today. Yeah, Roy Boy and Wetras maybe a little bit unlucky because of the safety car, but still podiums, and I think they are satisfied with this one. P4 for Just Mortal Velos. Twan on P5, great recovery drive for him after he lost his wing completely, and he's now on 5th place scoring 10 points, so that's good by him. Cal on 6, good points for Mercedes. Thomas Leclerc 7, Guelphy 8, Just Fun P9. And Nabel also recovery drive P10. Then 11 Lupetti, Castle 12, Milo 13, see you later 14, I don't know everybody else. I think they were not finished today. I was too slow again. How many drivers didn't finish today?
Oh, good point. I missed that. I was too slow as well. We had a few DNFs there.
But not so much, and only one safety car. I think it was a good race, Brad.
Great race. Really enjoyed that. Also really shook things up in the championship as well.
Yep, let's make a press conference and ask our drivers on the podium a few questions. We have to put Alpine on top.
Thanks to Jamie there, he's just pointed out 6 DNFs. Thank you, mate. You were quicker at spotting that than me.
Then
6 DNFs.
Then I announced everybody because I was at P14 when I stopped talking. Right in time, right in time. Alright, let's add them to our party, Brad, and then yeah, let's ask them a couple of questions and let's see what they say about the race. So add Rage Bolly. Where is Rage Bolly? There he is. Roy Boy second and Wetrush third. Add it. Good looking car to see in the showroom, the Alpine.
Beautiful car.
There's Roy Boy. Hello, Roy Boy.
Hello.
Congratulations on your second place today. Did you,
Thank you.
felt like you maybe were robbed of the win because of the safety car, late safety car in the race?
Because Rody still was 10 seconds behind me with 5 laps to go or something.
Yep,
And I
that's true.
thought maybe he was going to close the gap, but maybe I could last till the end of the race. But now the same safety car came out and I really needed to pit for softs.
Do
This
you?
was the
Sorry, are you still happy with second place or?
yeah. Because Ferrari wasn't here today, or they were here but didn't score any points. So we gained a lot of points back on them.
All right, Brad, do you have a question about the constructors championship? Indeed.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Roy Boy. I thought you had that win before the safety car, so I know it must be a little bit upsetting to lose that win. Well done on a big race. But congratulations, because by my calculation, you take the championship lead. How do you feel about that?
That feels really great. But I also know that Bolly is coming for me. Because that guy is really quick. And he missed a few of the first races. And now he's coming.
I think that's the thing. Every driver on the grid knows that Bolly is coming for them at one point or another. The guy's fast, but Roy Boy, you kept yourself honest and you drove a fantastic race. Did you think you could win it before that last safety car came out?
Yes, I was hoping it. I think it would be a battle on the last lap with Rody, but we never know.
We never know. Anyway, you drove a great race, mate. Congratulations on the championship lead.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Roy, and bring some more and make it hard for Rage Bolly.
I will.
Well, let's go to, is Retros in the party, the third place driver?
Yes, hi.
Well, congratulations, Retros. I think you were happy, or maybe were thinking about a win as well, am I right?
Yeah, I was hoping for the win. I just started to catch up to Roy Boy and hope that Bolly didn't catch us both, so, and then the safety car came, but yeah.
Yeah, you made a good call by, I think in the at the beginning you wanted to change to softs in the end. You did a phenomenal drive on the hard tires as only driver, because everybody felt like they were driving on ice. How was it in your opinion to drive on hard tires?
It was actually pretty good. I kept up with my teammates. We pulled each other farther away and closer to the others, but overall it was actually quite good, not that bad. It was the same as I drove with the mediums. Maybe a little bit slower, but yeah. Pretty good.
Your turn, Brad. Do you still have a question for Wetras?
Yeah, Wetras, congratulations there on the podium, mate. That was actually a pleasure to watch, to see you storming through the field. I think you qualified P17, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Which, fair play, my friend. That was great to watch, to see you coming through the field. You got the strategy just right. Can I ask, first of all, was there any team orders at Aston Martin, and are you on the microphone with Lupatic? or was it fair racing?
I actually think it was fair racing, just a little bit. We came a little bit close, but that's it. I was with Kyle in the party, and there were only the team orders just bullying each other.
Fair enough. Well, you guys were really close, and I couldn't tell if you were allowing each other to overtake or if they were fair overtakes. So, genuinely, it was a pleasure to watch, mate. I think you got the strategy just right and the way you handled. How were the hard tyres for you? Because you seemed to manage them very well. Other drivers struggled. Did you have good pace on them?
Yeah, I had actually pretty good pace. Kept up with other guys. I actually was catching up to the front, to the guys that are further up the road on the mediums, and yeah.
Well, congratulations. You did a great job on it, mate. Well done.
Thank you. And to everybody else on the podium.
Congratulations, Retras. Good job today. Well, let's go to our race winner, Rage Bolly. Are you in the party, mate?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm here. Hey, it doesn't sound happy. You should be happy, mate.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired, but yeah, I'm very happy with this one. It was kind of a struggle at the end, but I managed to do it. The pace was amazing today, and yeah, just a good race.
Yeah, question about that. What happened? Why did you make that pit stop in the end to softs? Because we were like, well, did he made a mistake, or was it just the mediums were off?
Yeah, the minis were getting off. Roboy was getting closer and closer, but I thought, yeah, let's do it. I'm faster, I have a better pace, so why not give it a try? But then the safety car came out. 2 laps later, so yeah, actually couldn't go for that, but yeah, I don't know, it was just a guess to take.
Nice. Yeah, we thought maybe that pit stop would cost you the win there. We were even like maybe it cost you the podium, and then I think you were very lucky with safety car in the end. But again, that pace in the end, because your tires were older than from Roy. But he couldn't pass you, so that's phenomenal. And also that pole position, only driver today that was below 126. So yeah, how was your pole lap? Did it felt good?
Yeah, I thought I couldn't improve it, but then I came into the last sector and it went 2 tenths up. So yeah, then it was a 25.8. So I was pretty happy with that. So yeah. Amazing.
Your banker was already at the 26.0, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a 26.0. Yep.
Crazy.
Final questions by Brett.
Yeah, congratulations, Bolly. As always, pleasure to commentate on one of your pole position laps. Like the guys just said there, the 20.28 flat and then the 27.8 was great to watch. Really good couple of banker lap and then a pole position there. Did you think you'd lost it after that last stop? Did you think when you took that final pit stop onto the soft, did you think you'd lost the race win?
Yeah, because I dropped to P7, but then I came behind Twan and the Thomas Leclerc or something. But yeah, I passed them both in just one straight, so double overtake. But then I saw I was in 1 lap 2 seconds ahead of them, so I thought maybe I can get this one if there's no safety car, but I thought I threw it away to Roboy or Wet Dress.
Well, we thought the same. We were commentating and we were watching all the way through, both Dylan and I. And when we saw you pit for the sauce, we thought that was the race win over. We saw the double overtake and thought, let's just see how far Bolly can climb. Let's just see how his points can do. And then when the safety car came out, we thought, well, that's it. Great strategy. So, yeah, congratulations, mate. Really great race to watch.
Thank you.
Thank you, and yeah, let's chase Royboy because he's thinking you're coming for him.
Of course I'm coming. I'm coming.
Nice, boys. Thank you for the press conference today. Also, our true followers today, we had brilliant messages about the race, especially from Hachi. Ezo to Hachi. And thanks for watching as well, ladies and gentlemen. We will be at the Speed of Temple next week. Monza is waiting for us, so it will be a pleasant race as well. But for now, we're gonna celebrate our weekend. Grab a beer, grab anything to enjoy, and enjoy your weekend. Thank you for watching.